Yeah.
You've got the lift, the net follow-up, and they're going to let it go now. Huge head or nuke damage off the bat and take your out. One more auto attack, forced to pop the Fairy Fire, but gets muscled down by EGM. The backups arrive. Darkstyle at least try to salvage this one. A counter Fairy Fire comes out. EGM into the trees. Juki, for all he's worth, they'll send the creep there to deal with him. Courses the wrong way, though. EGM salving up, might just make it out for free. They're even moving forward onto Artstyle. Na'Vi unable to even get a counter kill on the support there. Critical moment, bottom lane general very close to the blink, but he's gonna get caught out here at nighttime by a lift, silenced up, can't even get off the crush, completely run down by a horde of Alliance heroes. 4 to the bottom lane.
40 completes his armlet.
And Bulldog does have darkness, so Alliance can easily kill Detya Ra. Crucial time here for the Huskars. He looks to finish off the armlet. He gets off the heal. He jukes through the trees. Backup is coming. It's in the form of Seneko, and Bulldog just gets completely turned on now. Gets dunked, gets netted, clapped, beaten down, and dead. Na'Vi, they were ready for that. And Detya Ra really taking full advantage of the fog of war. Does anybody have a
Not just on level 6.
Doesn't look like it.
With Song Retire, I think they could contest, but without Song Retire, there's no chance.
And they are off pretty low here. The armlet just a bit short for the recipe, but they are still working on this thing. We see 2,000 gold up on Loda. This had basically free farm your leader net worth, but Na'Vi are going to get a spring pad here. This might allow them to catapult themselves into the mid game now. Oh no! Na'Vi had a branch on Detya Ra, did not drop it in time. They end up just forfeiting the Aegis.
And if you're Huskar, you don't want a slow-paced farming game.
Well, the Bloodbath might be going the Alliance way as they run on to Arts. They'll kill him off. Dendy's there in hot pursuit. I think looking for the double stun. They do manage the combo. Bulldog finishing him off with one last auto attack from Dendy, but then EGM looks to turn it, and S4 has been left unchecked in this fight, just ignoring the left track. That squishy DPS, he finds the kill. EGM, though, chunked down by the angry troll. So they will get the counter kill there. Ends up being a 2 for 2. Sending 2 heroes to this engagement. There is a sentry ward in position to scout this one out. Dendy does get the blink initiation. It's only on EGM though. Huskar joins the fray. EGM dropping low, but the silence is there on general. Allows for a quick retreat, and it looks like even EGM makes it out. Na'Vi, that's just not good enough. They need these kills. They need to take the wheels off of the Naga train. Bulldog maybe the next target, but it is nighttime. That's not easy grab. Ake will drop. Artstyle getting forced back though. S4 laying into him, but here comes Huskar slamming and jamming on S4. Will bring him down. That's the bigger kill still. The Naga makes it out. Illusion's in the top lane. They're not yet being threatened high ground. Oh, good deny attempt by S4. Doesn't get it though. And while that's going on, oh, Detya Ra! It's feeling like a cursed series for him now, Ben.
5,000 or so, but none of those things have been accomplished on their end.
All right. Aegis number 2. Hopefully.
Aegis number 2.
Hopefully for Naga. Do Alliance consider contesting? Naga has sleep, but only BOT's radius. Is it worth even risking a fight?
I think they get more farm on the map if they don't. It's too risky. You just don't want that for them. Like maybe he gets a really good armor toggle off.
They're moving in. They are going to drop a sentry. Already the Aegis. This time, calmly scooped up by Detya Ra. So he's got the extra light shoulder. Anything to get the jinx off here.
But now they have to push out their lanes with a Nyx, a Slardar, and Huskar.
Oh, Detya Ra, this could be a quick way to lose it. He's caught out. Orville is behind him. Still isn't going to be enough. He jumps in. Dendy with the Ravage from the Nyx assassin. You would have thought they picked the Tidehunter with that initiation. And Huskar things are happening now. As Leshrac goes down, they're going to fight EGM too. This is the kind of fight Na'Vi has just been desperately scrambling for. It's 2 down.
We slayed his illusions before. They could cut him off.
Up to the high ground again. Detya Ra still in front, and Dendy who jumps in, gets the pounce on S4. The dunk is there, the crush too. Na'Vi are swarming. Alliance on the back foot immediately up the fight. Detya Ra alive. They all retreat. They get that first pick, and they continue the siege. Now they just want to save their Aegis, get out cleanly. Bulldog hunting. They find the Lesh. He will be up here only in 15 seconds, so it's not really going to enable the push particularly. Next big item. And right around this moment, Roshan's up. Na'Vi. This is what they've been waiting for.
Immediate smoke coming out from Alliance.
Will they get there in time? It's Loda out in front. Na'Vi need to break the smoke. They need to scout it. Artstyle in good position here to do it. Illusion's moving forward. Loda. Oh, he moves away, and they're going to get in position here. Zark coming out. The Roshan and critical HP. Loda walks in. The Radiant gets the last first hit. He's trying to grab that Aegis. He snatches it too. Oh, it couldn't be worse for Na'Vi. Can they possibly fight their way out from here? EGM surviving. Ditya mauling S4, but they're going to lose Artstyle quickly. Beaten down by Bulldog. Not getting enough. They heal bomb on Ditya. That's about a quarter of his XP instantly gone. Can they keep him alive? He's sunking for illusion. He does manage to finish off the Aegis. The heal bounce from Ake. So far, the real carry of this fight. And now they will finish off for Na'Vi. Catastrophe in the pit. They didn't break the smoke, Ben. Wow. Na'Vi are starting to feel desperate. They smoke from inside their own base with all the lanes pushing. It's actually Artstyle who gets caught out. He's sent home, tail tucked between his legs. Immediately the Chen is scrambling as EGM moving forward in this fight. He's going to force that right past General, gets caught by the crust. They work on Aki, they'll bring him down, but Loda's there in the midst of it all, chewing up the backliners. They need this Huskar to go big in this fight. Bulldog just tried to man mode on him. S4 will fall though. Thus far, a 2-for-1, not too shabby, and Loda says it's not really worth the risk, guys. Get out. Bulldog, time to retreat. And they're going to back off, but General hunts for this. He amps up Bulldog. EGM's there to save the day. Might cost him his own life. Stunning Ditya around the process. General, does he get the crush? Does he get it? Just he does. EGM down, but they save the Naga. They do save the Night Stalker and the gem, and they get out.
Have 5 Naga illusions with Octarine, and they have the Night Stalker, so there's very little ways that Na'Vi can move around the map undetected.
Dendi, he pokes up the hill and he gets completely incinerated. Alliance fully ready for that maneuver. And now they're hunting for more. Artstyle could be next. Pulse Nova ripping through him. The Chen's down. Ditya hits the stun against. Oh, this is bad. S4 hunting forward. Now they get off the net. The song to follow up. Are they going to work on these backline heroes? Waiting for reinforcements to arrive. They're prepping. They want someone. Who's it going to be? It's Ditya lifted, controlled, netted again. Loda though gives him a dunk pass out of this one. And Ditya, he might make it. The purge comes through. Alive for now. Still hanging on, but it's the Oracle who can't deal with the Naga illusions as the Riptide comes out. Seneko may end up going out. He has to heal himself instead of Na'Vi. They disengage. They do save their Huskar, but constantly heading back home to defend. Usually visible to Alliance wards, or when they're just at the creep waves.
And Alliance saving another smoke. Here they go. Kill the creep. No more vision. It is nighttime, but Na'Vi have no choice.
No Naga here currently. Is Loda going to come in and join this one? Boots of travel are available. Already the Roche is down though. And Dendi wants to run up the cliff, but cliffs have not been his friend. He lets General go in first. EGM will drop. They get the Rubik early. It's these follow-up kills that really matter though. Without them, Na'Vi are not able to go high ground because they're getting poked and prodded and just basically dying by 1,000 cuts to Loda. First tier 3 can be push out a lane and then show up suddenly like right outside the Alliance doorstep.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll prove to be the difference. General though, getting lifted here. Dendi comes in though, big stun. Follow-up crush, likely to come through, but the BKB's out from Bulldog, and Bulldog is just banging away at General, forcing him back. EGM fine for now. The Grave is going to prevent any sort of aggressive maneuver here. Alliance actually bringing the whole squad to the fight. They have already committed the song for this one, but Dendi's in too far. He's down. They bring down the Naga. They slay Loda. Oh, that's the one here. Alliance simply cannot afford to lose. A gem now hits the floor. Does Na'Vi chase for more? Dunking on to S4, 4-step back. They'll make it out. Loda using the song very early in that fight and then sticking around, Ben.
Yeah. Especially with the blood zone up on Leshrac, it's not that big of a deal if he dies at this point.
Well, they do zero in on Artstyle now, though. Down near his own Ancient, far away from home and from any sort of help. He prays to the Ancients to deny him. They do not heed his prayer. But General might avenge him. A bash on EGM slays him. God mode is over. General is on the prowl. Looking for Ake next. Gets dunked. Gets controlled. Muscled down by the Huskar. This is the kind of snowball that Alliance can't afford to be giving up. They need that Naga to get involved. Loda's here. Holding onto the song for now. They've lost both supports. There's a buyback. And General is silenced. There's the song. It might have actually been allowing Na'Vi to reset. Alliance. How do they follow this one up? General's healing. The heart's starting to tick in. Did that song really make any sort of a difference? Oh, they didn't find Dendi. Down the backside, but Ditya arrives. Gets quickly stunned by EGM, trying to counterplay. Dendi kept alive by Seneko. The Oracle there doing the work. Bulldog. Ditya moving in on the Loda. Loda has no song. Loda's gonna go down. Huge kill. That's 2 in a row. The lanes are pushing against Alliance. Mistakes have been made.
Intervit on him.
And we get to a point where Alliance do not have burst damage here. they have a lot of sustained damage against the hero that can easily deal with it in the form of the Huskar, and someone that can keep them alive in the form of the Oracle. BOT's level 2, the choice for Loda now. Seems even more commitment to the split push pause is the goal. Aegis now snagged by Gem.
Evasion on Huskar.
Oh, the BOT level 2s are going to come into play here. That mana burn really hurts. S4, BKBs, doesn't have a teleport available to BOTs on cooldown. Goes for the self-yules. Loda there. Son already committed relatively early as he looks to retreat out, and Loda, the song cancel is going to end up going down. Navi slaughter him, the bigger prize. That's 3 deaths in a row. With they are moving in onto the Night Stalker of Bulldog. Oh, he gets bashed. Bulldog. Every dog has his day. But Bulldogs is over for now.
And this is the time. Naga Siren, no buyback. Night Stalker in the grave with buyback at the ready. Aegis on Navi's side. They want to end it now.
Yeah, Day is not what the dog wants right now. He wants the nighttime. And the game will cooperate and provide it to him. But Navi are hitting buildings here. This is something Loda has been really praying to do, and all of a sudden Navi, they swarm in. They get to work, beating at Alliance's front door. El Clasico suddenly shaping up a bit here. Game 2, the crowd getting behind them. Alliance will have to take a defense. They can't just forfeit 2 lanes of racks for nothing. Loda sending in illusions. The real hero reluctant to move in, but Dityara is full raid boss mode. They have to go on him. They can't just sit back and watch these buildings drop for free. He doesn't care about tower damage. He doesn't care about Radiant Solutions. Maybe the backline do, but they're going to lift him. They drag him back in. So when Strat gets to work, Dityara turns, pops the ultimate, S4, Gustav, he can't handle it. Well, Bulldog gets beaten down by General. Navi just clubbing Alliance in the mouth. They can't take the pain. They got to get out. Dendi popping the cheese, and Alliance, no Bulldogs. That's a dieback. Who would have thought a 53-minute free-farm Naga Siren game would go like this? But here we are with Alliance getting their ideal game plan and not able to push it far enough down the stretch. They have to find a winning fight now. Navi are going to rotate directly on bottom otherwise. Maybe they heal and then do it. Creeps are at the base, but you know that death push is coming soon. Where is your Naga now? Wow. BOT is cooling down on Loda for a little bit longer, but I don't even know if he can stop this thing, Ben. In they go. General up in front. The beefcakes have arrived. How do they slay these tags? Dendi, first the stun. The initiation has begun. Hits the EGM1, sends him home, packing Alliance. They might have to go to game 3 for this. They just can't withstand the Navi onslaught. Diving them past the tier 4 towers. Loaded songs, it delays for a moment. No one's dying. There is no split push. This is not a solution, Alliance. They have to find the fight. They just can't. Ake getting nuked down. Navi can turn back to buildings now. Loda moves in again. Dityara dunking his way out. It's almost Megas. And they've done it. Navi has done the virtually impossible against the free farm, ultra easy 6-slot Naga. They're just winning these fights. They have buybacks ready even if they need them. Dityara, the human raid boss, he's winning the fight against Loda, an entire illusion army. It takes 4 to slay Ditya, but that was for Megas. They all have buyback.
And Alliance have done it against worse odds, but they are in quite the pickle. And even 5-on-1 it looked for them. I still think they should have won it given the start that they had with the multiple Aegises, but not aggressive enough with making the most out of their super farm Naga Siren. And now it's coming to this.
The death march begins. The creeps moving towards the Alliance base. It's just going to be stalling tactics from Navi. They don't want to blow buybacks here. Might even be willing to forfeit a lane if that's what's required. Dendi dropping fairly low, but is protected by Snako and Hardstyle. The supports bodyguarding him back safely to the warm embrace of the fountain. And those creeps, top and bottom, marching in. Alliance get a free lane of Rex, but Navi want to have the power play here for the big team fight. No buyback on Night Stalker, nothing on the left track, so they will have extra lives. It's actually a second lane of Rex. Alliance are really committing for this, and they will bring down 2. Uncontested, but Megas are in the Alliance home. They are wrecking Swedish buildings right now.
And Dityara realizing that as long as Alliance don't get Megas, they're still in a pretty... Looks like Navi trying to get Roshan number 5?
I think it's 6. I think it's 6. It's a lot. Navi into the pit. No contest from Alliance. actually scanning their own wood, terrified that Na'Vi will move in. So they get the Aegis now. They are going to have the cheese here, and this gives Na'Vi a lot of extra lives to work with. They have 4 buybacks, Aegis and cheese. Alliance only hold 2 buybacks. One of them will cool down, but Bulldog isn't even close to the cold. He's 1,300 short, so they have a lot of bodies, Ben. And those bodies are swarming at Alliance.
Even perhaps some more with the send back DOT too. Could be 9, 10. Intervit, false promise.
No split push here. Na'Vi, blood in their eyes. They see tier 4s. They're going to let the creeps assist. The Naga Radiance Illusions valiantly trying to shove out mid, but intercepted one in the mid by Slardar. Blinks and crushes it. And Alliance just waiting. They'll leave the siege engine in front. Ditya, he probably never thought it would get to this, but here comes Loda, dropping the song, unloads the illusions. Some illusions continue to script mid, but Na'Vi are going to go for tier 4. They have to try and actually take a team fight here. There's the Dogo to S4. Can they slay Ditya? No, they want Snako instead. Looking to bring down the Oracle, trying to isolate him on the backside, but somehow that Oracle just won't die. Loda, though, doing work. Everything for Snako. Can they get him? Rubik's down. Dazzle is fallen. There's a stun from Dendy. Loda's going to drop. That's about to be 3, possibly 4. Loda forced to scramble home. There's no counter push. Na'Vi, they pulled off the miracle here. 3 out of the game. How did it come to this for Alliance? They had this in the bag, but they couldn't close Na'Vi out. We're going to a game 3. There's nothing left here for the Swedes. Na'Vi lives to fight another day. Loda will take a moment to think about it, but there you have it. They're born to win, at least for this one, Ben.
And shying away from their tried and true formula, which has gotten them this far in the tournament. Alliance drop 1 versus Na'Vi, and it will end up even at 1-1.
This looked like a very quick and decisive 2-0, did it not? First 30 minutes in, everything going according to plan for Alliance on paper. You mentioned the BOT level 2s as being the